All right, let's go to Benghazi and Rosen. So, Rosen, there is an assistant CIA chief, right? Deputy Director Mike Morell. I never heard of him, but he's now a controversial guy. Why?
Mike Morell is no longer the deputy director of CIA. At the time of Benghazi, he was, and by all accounts, he's the guy that actually made a lot of the edits to the famous talking points that were used to mislead the American people. There is now evidence that Fox News has developed showing that Mr. Morell was more involved in developing the whole false narrative of Benghazi about there having been a video and demonstrations that never occurred, from which the attack supposedly grew out of it. And we have evidence now that he was involved in this much earlier than he has been willing to admit.
Okay, but who got those talking points that Morell allegedly falsified? Who got them?
Well, we know that members of Congress did, and Susan Rice, who went on television famously on the 16th of September in 2012, did 5 Sunday shows and misled the country.
Right, so go ahead.
Let me just say about some of the points that President Obama made in that interview that you did with him, which I thought was tough and substantive and far-ranging, specifically on Benghazi. The president says the videotape that was taken from the surveillance camera on the front gate of the U.S. consulate in Benghazi shows it wasn't some systematic, well-organized attack. Now, he's seen the video and I haven't, but the diplomatic security agents who were on the ground at the consulate, which Mr. Obama was not, have made it clear in their testimony and in their accounts to journalists that, in fact, the attackers were using military hand signals. They knew the layout of the entire consulate grounds. They established perimeter security. They even knew the whereabouts not only of Ambassador Stevens, but the jerry cans of gasoline that they used to set fire to the various structures. And so I think that, in fact, it was a very systematic, well-organized event.
And they use heavy weapons. I mean, you just don't carry a mortar out when you're going for dinner.